Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're new to me, please hit the like button and consider hitting the subscribe button. Both are absolutely free to do. Now, I want to speak about the recent police interactions in regarding going too far with members of the public. I've seen a video clip of, I think pretty much a lot of people have seen this video clip of a young white guy who is charged at by a female police officer, and he's completely, it seems like at first he's completely unaware what's happened and he lashes out, right? It's instinctual. The guy didn't, the guy was attacked. It seemed like he was attacked in the clip, and then he was on the ground, right, and he was getting up from being on the ground, and he just suddenly gets charged at by this female police officer, and he kind of went like that, right, and she's now saying that he's assaulted her and he's been charged with assaulting police. Now, anybody in their right mind knows that's not what happened in that clip. Anybody that actually watched that clip knows that that guy didn't know what the hell was happening to him. He's trying to get up, do you know what I mean? And then he's been charged at. He's not, the woman's not shouted saying police or whatever, or she's not tried to approach him and say, look, we're police, you're under arrest for suspicion of a fray or whatever it was, right? She just completely charged at him, and then the guy just went like that, and now he's been charged with assaulting a police officer. Right, there's nothing that we can do about this, guys. The police are a law unto themselves. The police are above the law, and if you watch a channel called Crimebodge, you'll know exactly what I mean by this. There's been cases, he's covered numerous cases. Go and watch his channel, Crimebodge. It's called Crimebodge. I seriously suggest that you watch it if you've not watched it already. He covers various cases of police abuse of powers and police assaulting members of the public using completely disproportionate and unnecessary force when there's been absolutely no threat, and things like when they make complaints about it, the police will drag it on, they'll drag it right to the end of the point where you can legally request the footage, or if they do give you the footage. In one case that this guy Crimebodge was trying to bring a private prosecution against a police officer, they eventually, after months and months and months of dragging things out, sent him a DVD, right? A DVD with supposed body cam footage, which was completely corrupted. The guy, the Crimebodge guy, could not get it to play on any device, and he tried about 4 or 5 different DVD players, and none of them would read it. So this is what you're up against, guys, right? So you feel that you've been mistreated by the police, used excessive force against you and all that when there's been no need. There's nothing you can do about it. They will routinely refuse to release body cam footage, and there's nothing you can do about it. They will lose, conveniently, body cam footage, and again, there's nothing you can do about it. There was one case, right? This was actually, I found this in the BBC, right? There was something where it involved a female, and she went through the whole rigmarole of trying to get evidence and stuff released from the police, and they just outright refused to comply. And eventually, the police get a court order against them, and they refused to comply with that too. And I think eventually the chief guy or whatever get held in contempt or something, but really nothing happened to him, do you know what I mean? And police officers that assault people and all that, they end up getting, there was, Crimebodge covered another story whereby it was involving him, right? He happened to challenge these PCSOs, right, that were standing about chatting and ignoring some incident that was going on behind them, and then they turned on him. And one of the guys, eventually he managed to get something done about, but it took a long time, right? A long time. and one of the guys involved get promoted to a firearms officer. I mean, this is what you're up against, right? The police can whack you with batons and all that for no reason and all that. And they will just make up statements. They will lie, and their colleagues will, even if they don't necessarily agree with what they've done, they will back that officer up. They will back them up. They will have their back. They will close ranks. They will. You are getting nowhere with the police. I think if you've got money and you can hire a decent solicitor, eventually, after maybe 2-3 years, you can get a payout, maybe, if you're lucky. But in most cases, there's just nothing happens, or they get promoted and all that. Do you know what I mean? The police are out of control in this country. They are out of control. They are nothing but a violent gang of thugs, basically, that are given state power to use violence against members of the public that don't deserve it in many cases, right? A lot of the clips that I've seen, the stuff that Crimebodge has covered, there is no justification for the force that they use and all that. There just isn't. I mean, there was one other case that he covered where it was an old guy, right? It was in a wheelchair. He had dementia and all that, right? He was in a care home, right? And he was clutching a knife, and I think he was threatening the care home staff, and they managed to wheel him holding this knife to a separate room on his own. And when the police came in, they actually eventually tasered him, do you know what I mean, and pepper sprayed this guy. An old guy that he didn't have the use of his legs or anything, right? And he had dementia and he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He was holding a knife. The police could easily have taken his baton out and basically hit the knife right out his hand, right? That would have sorted it out. But no, he didn't. They chose to pepper spray this. I think the guy was in his 90s or something, this pensioner, right? And then one, he gets blasted with pepper spray and the other one tasered him. They could have fucking killed him. They could have killed him. They could have killed him. They did get prosecuted, right? But I don't know what the jury were thinking. The jury found him not guilty. This is madness, people, man. The police are out of control. They are a criminal gang. And my best advice to you is, right, don't have anything to do with them. Don't challenge them. Don't film them. Or unless they're interacting with you, then they definitely film them, right? If they've got some beef for you or they start talking to you or whatever, make sure you film them. But for fuck's sake, keep yourself calm. Do not antagonise them, because they'll just whack you with a baton and then they'll make up some shite saying that you were threatening them, that your tone of voice was such that they felt threatened, and they can use preemptive strikes and all that. And then they can justify it later on by lying about it. And you've not got a leg to stand on, right? So don't have anything to do with the police, right? And don't antagonise them, and just try and stay the fuck out of their way, do you know what I mean? The best thing you can hope for is that you don't have any interaction with them, because they are not on your side. Anyway, thanks for watching.